All right, there we go.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? It's the Latin American Beer Week, so I figured I'd kind of, hey, how you doing? What's up? It's, how you doing? I know, you know what I'm
What's
saying?
up?
Yeah, I figured I'd give it just a little, a little different kind of spin there. You know what I'm
It's got a Cheech and Chong kind of feel to
saying?
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got Mark and Coach in the house. Bum might or might not show up. We're just not sure. You know,
I like him. Dock him.
but he does have an excused absence. We'll give him that. He does have an
I
excused
guess,
absence.
yeah.
We did give him one show off with full pay. So, every once in a while, well, you've only got so many, paid holidays, paid personal holidays. And
Yeah, that's right. PTO is only so much, and it's not unlimited.
there's only so, this show doesn't have the biggest budget. So, we can only allow, a few
things.
a few paid holidays. But yeah, this might or might not. We might have a bum appearance later. There might or might not be a Billy D appearance and a malt liquor report. We'll see. This might be one of those, mark it on your calendars.
Yeah.
No malt liquor report shows. We'll see how it goes.
I've got a full malt liquor report ready to go if Bum doesn't show up.
Oh,
Well,
wow! All right. Well, that's what
but it's a full report.
Well, that's being a team player right there.
Do you have a bobblehead?
Hold those positive comments till you hear the report. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, we will. We'll reserve judgment. By the way, today is Saturday, August 20th, 2022, and this is Share a Beer 664. We are getting dangerously close to that triple
Hellishly close.
hellishly close. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know what, we're headed towards. I don't know. It's, I'm still, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't know which way we should, do we still do a show 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, right?
Oh, we doubled down on the show. 2 weeks.
We welcome Teen Wolf to the show. How you doing, my friend? Teen
Howdy, y'all. How you guys doing?
Latin American Beer Week. Are you prepared, sir?
I am prepared.
All right.
Came ready.
Prepared.
Oh, yeah. All right. I like it. I do have a question. I want to start out with a question before we get into the beers. This is a really deep one. I hope you guys are, in your full thinking mode. Take the tinfoil off for a little bit. Full thinking mode here. I'm wondering, okay, there's certain things that we have said may not currently say anymore. Some of these things are kind of going out of style to say. A pair of pants, for example. Is a pair of pants really a pair? Or is it singular? Is it pant or pants? Pair of pants.
Pantalones.
Pantalones. Is it, some of these things, the latest one that I heard in a conversation with somebody, someone said TV set. Is it a TV set? Did you buy 2 TVs? What?
I don't know.
Where did that even come from? TV set. That used to be a thing. I think perhaps my generation might be I think currently, like Tom, would you ever refer to it as a TV set, a television, or just a TV?
I mean, I've heard it as TV set when I was younger, but you really don't hear TV set anymore. But when I
Not
think of a TV set, I think of like a kind of a TV with a stereo, maybe a small.
Yeah, I think that's so. It's like like the console TVs that had the TV and then the stereo, the record player.
a
Yeah,
piece of furniture, in other words, like the
yeah.
I think of the stand and the TV. That's a TV
Yeah.
set. It's
Yeah.
a set. Yeah.
So is that the set?
I think so.
Is
Yeah.
a set like
Or like a VCR.
Not
Maybe?
just the TV, but what you need to watch to hold the TV up, maybe.
so would it be it's the old school record player with the all-in-one AM FM radio receiver and
But
and
19
have
black and white TV in the middle. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
abbreviated for setup, obviously. So that's my TV setup, right?
Yeah.
TV
Is it?
set.
It's the original home theater.
But the old
Wouldn't you
TV
think?
sets,
I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah.
the old TV sets were like literally furniture.
Hmm.
They were, like
Sure.
wooden and like it was like a part of your
Mhm.
dining room or living room.
Yeah.
So
The first color TV we had was a big, wasn't a big TV, but it had big furniture around it, like mahogany.
I'm young enough. The main TV we always had was color. We did have some other smaller TV. I want to say like a 13-inch, and then the portable TVs, the like 9-inch, and then we had a little 5-inch portable TV that were always black and white. They were not color.
With the antennas, yeah.
Yeah, with the antennas, and they might or might not have had an AM FM radio or maybe just an AM radio built in.
All right. We
But
didn't,
even
we
those-
didn't get a color TV till I was like 6. I remember.
You remember
1971, 1972. Until that, it was black and white TV in the basement. Yeah.
I can still to this day remember like when my father did live with us. Good Lord, that was a long time ago. But I do remember my he only bought RCA TVs. And we'd go to the RCA store and he had a television dealer. He had a specific guy that would handle my father. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would go to the RCA store and buy an RCA TV. That was the only brand, at least that my father would have.
Circuit City. Remember Circuit City?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A bunch of them are. Do you guys have any in your area that are just still there?
Oh, they're gone.
There's one still in my area. It's just still there.
Is there a Circuit City in your area?
Wow.
Well, it's not there anymore. It's just it's the battery. Now they used to have the battery as the front.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's still there, but it's like pop-up Halloween stores usually.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Exactly. That's exactly what they do at those old stores.
Yeah.
Now there is a really small Sears store here. It's in Fountain Hills, and I think it's literally one of the few in the country, an actual Sears store.
Is Kmart still around? Kmart's probably gone.
There's
No.
2, I think. 1 or 2 left in the entire country.
Wow.
I saw an article about it. Like 1 closed and that left 2 out of the whole thing.
There's still one Blockbuster. It's like in Oregon.
Yes, I want to go there. Yeah, I've seen that.
Dude, I used to love Blockbuster, dude. They're awesome.
Wow, the color guy had a color TV. Amazing.
Look at that.
This guy.
Wow. You mean me, right? Because I want to be black.
Do they sell pencils there?
Colored pencils, too.
Yeah. There's a Sears in Miami and Kmart. That's
Hell yeah,
Hans.
Hans.
Hey, hello to Hans, for Christ's
What up,
sake.
Hans?
Hans was also here last week, and we didn't give him any props, but he was also here.
Hans is a funny guy.
This
I think
show
he
could go
recently
a
moved
whole different direction.
Going to New York. I think he's in New York now. So
Is he?
he moved from
You live in
Florida
Havana's
to New York.
basement or something?
What's that?
You move into Havana's basement?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Oh my God.
That'd be
That-
horrible.
They'd
Is he
both be dead in a week. They'd both
I
be
wonder
dead.
if he's still shirtless underneath a ceiling fan.
I don't know. Shirtless in Buffalo. I don't know.
Please don't. I went through the videos. We were going through the videos and stuff, and I seen a bunch of Hans. He's a funny guy.
He said yes.
And said video does not exist of Homegirl. That never happened. I was the only one to say that never happened.
Mother won't let me get a new television.
That's great.
Oh man, who has bought a new TV recently? Like in the last
That reminds me.
2-3
Hang on.
months,
Mom, the meatloaf.
right?
I haven't bought a TV for like 8 years.
Dude, this is so true. Bud Light is a Mexican beer. It is. It's just like if we had a show, I don't know, based on African beverages, not beer, but just beverages. Everybody could literally show up with a Coca-Cola, and that would be the
Yeah.
that would you could have a Coca-Cola, and that would represent a beverage in every country of the world.
Pretty much. Now, speaking of beer, we better get to these
Yes.
Latin American beers because once they get warm, they're not good anymore.
Exactly. So go ahead, Mark. Start us off.
Okay. This is sort of Latin American, sort of maybe, depending.
Oh, yes. Corona, absolutely.
Familiar. It's a 32-ounce bottle. Painted. No, this is painted. It's a painted glass bottle. Yeah.
That's hilarious because I also have a 32 bottle. Not a Corona, but the one that I have is also 32.
So, bottoms up.
Yes. Now, when's the last time you had a Corona, and have you ever had the one you're having?
Yes, I've had the Familiar. It's probably the last time I had a Corona was one of these, and it was a year or two ago. This tastes better than regular Corona by far.
Right.
This is a little darker. It's a little maltier. It's just got a lot more flavor.
Now, these who owns Corona these days? Do they own
Modelo.
Modelo.
Modelo, right?
Mm-hmm.
This tastes a lot like, the Bohemian. Is it Bohemia?
Yeah.
The Mexican beer. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
Bohemia.
very similar to that. Same kind of color. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like the
Was it 4
the dark.
Yeah, 4.8%. Yeah. So this is the dark Corona. This is actually a pretty tasty beer for.
Yeah, but you're supposed to fruit that, Mark. You're doing it wrong. You got to fruit
Oh my
that.
god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh my god.
You got to fruit the beer, people.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a
Oh, you're not doing
size, Mark. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got a hot chick in the
Uh-oh.
house. Yeah, we've
Hi,
got a
Lila.
silent signing. Oh, how you doing? How you doing,
Hello.
cutie?
I,
Boy, look at
the
those
hair.
girls. Woohoo! Man, I love a girl with curls. Woo!
oh yeah, she
The
definitely.
little girl with the curl. Is that story? The little girl with the curl. And boy, she
Yeah.
was in
Just,
trouble.
just plain hair.
Yeah.
I kind of envy hair.
She full head of hair. It's crazy.
Joe's jealous of you, Delilah.
I'm jealous of all the hair. Oh my god.
We can let you get some, right? We can,
I can go to, nowadays they have hair stores and you could purchase said hair and have whatever kind you like. Have you, by the way, any of you guys ever watched they have weaves for men now. Have you watched these videos where they like literally glue hair to your head?
No.
It's insane. Have you seen any of these videos?
No.
I just assume shave it, man. I mean, come on.
A cat like me can go in there and come out and you wouldn't believe the hair I could have. And it looks so damn natural. I don't know what these cats are paying for it, but
I mean, you should do it. Do it.
I know. You kind of think about it a little bit, right?
Do it for the likes.
For the likes, yes.
you,
I'm
you
not I just shave for the option.
Not me. I can't grow this shit, man.
No, that was a complete joke.
I know, I got it.
You know what's funny is Tom could shave on the show, and by the end of the show, have a 5-hour shadow.
Yeah.
Honestly,
He laughs because it's real.
I can hear my hair grow.
Yeah, he can't
Yeah.
hear it grow. Matter of fact,
Tom's trying to fall asleep at night. He's shut up, hair, keeping me awake.
Tom's growing pains were all his hair. It was not his knees. It was not his. It was his hair.
Oh, man. I remember those growing pains were not fun. Oh, man.
Oh man, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
What the hell? Did I mess up again?
No, we can hear and see you just fine. So be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
As he freezes, he just froze. I love that.
He just froze.
Maybe
The
it was
problem
the
with
Wi-Fi.
freezing is you're not necessarily in control of how you freeze.
Back.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that was kind of that look you get when you kind of lean sideways before you're really gonna dump it. You know what I'm saying? Like before
Hey
you
Tom, can you hear?
Oh, dude, this fucking Wi-Fi is gonna be trash.
By the way, speaking of Wi-Fi, this is the first show with my new Wi-Fi setup. I've got new cocks. Yes,
Well,
I said it.
new cocks are always good.
I got sent some new cocks, and I hooked it up, and Cox gave me the new Wi-Fi, baby.
COX, Cox Cable. I know.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cox cable.
Is it working for you?
I've got the new. I was unaware that I needed an upgrade, and they sent it like that too. I went online, finally checked my.
Did you get a new main modem? Is that what you
Yeah,
got?
they
Okay.
sent a new modem. It's their panoramic hi-fi, and damn if it's not working well. I am hardwired when I'm on my computer. This is all hardwired,
Yeah.
but yeah, smoking fast. I don't know, somewhere around 300 kilobytes or whatever
Megabytes.
megabytes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. I upgraded our router. The modem we had, but the router we had was like one generation too old, and I upgraded that, and speeds just through the roof. Yeah, huge.
That's rookie numbers. I'm sitting at 600 to 700.
Are you really?
Absolutely.
Damn. Oh, now that's that T-Mobile, right? Is that the
Yeah.
T-Mobile?
$50 a month, but I don't tell anyone because I don't want them to cloud my yeah.
Throttle your connection.
Right.
That's excellent. Now, how much can you download a month? What's your allowance? Is it
There's
unlimited?
no cap. There's no cap.
Awesome. What's your average? Do you mind sharing that sort of stuff? How much data you use a month?
I have to use my phone. There it goes right there. Speed test.
Damn,
Let me see mine is.
that's Jesus Christ. That's good.
That's right.
What's your upload? Let me see your upload. Oh man,
Yeah.
the upload's what's important. Yeah. See, Tom. See that number? That's what you need on your upload.
No, I have the problem with this is an old iPad. So the new Wi-Fi I have goes with Wi-Fi 6. You guys ever use Wi-Fi 6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't have Wi-Fi 6.
Oh, well, then a lot of the new the
New
modems,
devices.
they'll have Wi-Fi 6. A lot of the new devices will allow Wi-Fi 6,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi 6, which is a lot faster, and you can be further away. But for some reason, with these old Wi-Fi's, it doesn't really want to work well.
I think Joe's probably in the right market. Mark, maybe. Tom, unfortunately, I don't think you can get it, but
Yeah.
you need to look into it, Joe. It's 5G and it runs about 5 to 6 to 7, and it's $50 a month. That's it, and they give you the equipment for free. There's no down payment. There's nothing, and they do a credit check, obviously, and
Right.
they just gave me my stuff. But it runs tremendously, and I love it. So
That I will have to be. You know why, man?
Do
Because
it.
all this stuff keeps going up. I'm
No,
paying.
$50.
I started out paying $75 a month,
Mm.
and that son of a gun. All I have is internet. I don't have cable or nothing else,
Mhm.
and mine's up
Me
to
too.
110, 111 a month.
That's what they do. The first 12 months, they'll give you a deal, and
Yeah.
then
Right.
you got to call back and ask them for any promotions. So
There's no cap. I'm not promoting T-Mobile, but there's no cap. It's
Yeah.
$50, and it works. I've never had a problem. You guys, I should have did a follow-up video with you guys to show you like this is what I got. I am drinking a home brew right now. Nice. But yeah, look into it, Joe. Anyway, so
Yeah, because I'm getting sick of the charges, man. Oh my god, I've had Cox Internet now I first signed up. I was paying 75, and that's now 6 years ago.
Wow, I didn't realize you guys had that out there. I didn't know you had Cox out there.
well, it's all west.
Oh yeah, baby. You got
You got clocks all over the place out there.
yeah. Yeah, as a matter, it's all we can have is Cox. There's no other option, man.
Yeah, that is what is not good. Is that the cable or internet service is so there is no real open market. I mean, all we have here is we've got Xfinity and AT&T to some extent, but that's it. There is no choice.
DirecTV is probably the other choice, but it's not really losing.
Yeah, I mean that would be satellite, and that's in terms of speed is less. So I mean, if you want high speed internet, there's Xfinity is really it. Yeah.
And so, what beer do you have, Tom?
Oh, I started off. I'd never seen it before. Then I seen your show title. I was like, wow, that's the beer. So I'm having one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not bad. $7.99
right here. Yeah.
Clear glass bottle. It's got to be good. Oh, you got fruit in it. You got a lime in there, right?
You have to. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about have to, but
Well, you don't have to.
But that literally happens to be the beer that's behind me. So, what do you think?
I mean, it was $7.99 for the 6-pack, so it wasn't not that bad. I wasn't expecting much, but it's kind of like a Corona, but a little weaker.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great. These types of beers are great food beers. Like I feel like you can eat anything with this beer.
Yeah.
Some good hot tacos.
Anything. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, the bigger brands, the bigger Mexican brands, are often mixed with stuff so often that they are just lighter. Because if you were to go somewhere from a cart and ask them, that they will come up with some concoction. You're like, is there even beer in there? Like you have no idea what the hell's in there. It's insane.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
All the chiladas or all the
Exactly.
fruit and the tomato juice and
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I've noticed that in the I got this at the Quick Trip, okay. And what's happened is the last 6 months or so, it used to be just like Modelo cans, but now you can't get Modelo cans. It's all the different flavored ones.
Yeah.
So it's beer with fruit flavored tomato. I mean, all the stuff, but you can't get the beer, just the beer by itself anymore.
Right. Yeah. Because the flavored stuff is so popular. Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to buy. Yeah.
I've definitely Coach, did you share with us what beer you have?
I'm just hydrating tonight. I'm not drinking. I'm just hydrating. So yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You do you, Coach. You do you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I just figured I'd take a night off.
Okay.
Just hydrate. So yeah. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that.
No problem, Andrew. Not a problem at all.
Oh no, you did not. Wait a minute. This guy.
No.
Idaho's finest in a glass.
Idaho's finest, exactly.
And wait a minute. I'll give you one better. Andrew's here. Who's texting me? Andrew. Yeah.
So the beer that I've got, I have to pull it out of my handy dandy cooler here.
Oh, yeah, nice and cool. That's
yeah. Like Mark said earlier, You cannot let these things warm up. I mean, that's just the
It's
reality.
gonna warm up. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah.
So today's one of them shows where I'm pulling it out of the ice, and I have to.
Oh, you
And I
gotta-
also have a 32 ouncer, which is it's funny. I never buy 32 ounce beers.
Yeah.
I just don't buy them. But today I did, and I've got the Rega. This is a beer out of El Salvador.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. I've seen that in the store. Yep.
Yeah.
In the beer store. I haven't seen it in the Quick Trip, but
So first time
I
having
wonder if
it.
it's the same brewery.
I know. I know. Right?
It usually is.
The same bottle.
It actually says brewed and bottled by Industrias La Costanesa or something like that. So,
Oh, okay. Different brewery.
but 32 ounces, no date on it. Product of El Salvador, imported by World Brews in California, actually. So
Okay.
let me crack this open, see if we get some smoke. Oh, that was a tight bottle cap. I was not expecting that. That's weird to say, it feels like, because I've not had a bottle cap that tight. I was
Right.
like, they must have used some different metal on this or something. But here's the bottle cap if you're interested.
Okay. Yeah.
Crown.
It's kind of nice.
And I'll be pouring that in some Pennsylvania, Homestead, Pennsylvania glassware. We've got
Yeah. Dukes.
got some Duke's glassware from my one and only trip to Duke's.
Yeah.
Got to go to the home of one of the homes of Billy D there. Pretty cool. Little privilege to do so.
Billy D's Hangouts.
One of Billy D's hangouts. Whoa, look at the bubble. Nice.
As you smoke.
Yeah, that's your smoke, exactly. So let me get a quick tappa here. Still doing the little tribute to Earth there. Earth's always credited to, in my mind, as because he's the one that told me first about. Oh yeah, you got to tap it and then you get.
Get rid of the bubbles.
So that is as filtered as it gets, kids.
Mm.
That is a traditional light lager. Slight skunkiness, super smooth though. Smells sweeter, not too skunky at all. So I expect this one to go down really smooth. El Salvador in the house.
Yeah. Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh, you killed it. You crushed it.
Man. Oh.
Mm.
I'll drink these all day, son. This is damn good.
Yeah.
Super light. Not too much. I've had a ton of this beer behind me. The same one that well, hell, I've had all the ones you guys are having. So, but this one is very similar to the one Tom's having right now.
So is it? You said skunky. Is it like Heineken skunky or
No.
There's no taste there.
No taste. It's just the on the nose.
Yeah. I get
Just
it.
and I mean, I'm kind of searching for it really because I kind of. And it's not an insult, but just the majority of Latin American beers, light lagers, because there are a lot of good stouts and stuff coming out of different Latin American countries as well. Good craft beer. But these bigger brands like this that are making light lagers are no different than our Bud Light and Coors Light and stuff. And they're just good, enjoyable beers. This one's fantastic. I'm going to buy this some more. If I see this, and I believe this 32-ounce bottle when I bought it, I think it was $3.50 or $4, something like that. It was very cheap.
Oh yeah.
Mine was $2.79 for this.
$2.79. Yeah, I think.
Because I was like, that's a pretty good deal for that.
Right. I
Better than Bud Light.
right, yeah. Right.
And better
right.
tasting.
Yeah, and much better taste. Yeah, this is and this would go with. I'm going to be doing some more grilling. I was grilling earlier.
Oh yeah.
I've been griddling lately. That's been fun. But I'll be doing some of that later. Got some pork, got some beef steaks, got all kinds of stuff I'm going to be doing on my new Weber Jumbo Joe.
Jumbo Joe.
18-inch Jumbo Joe, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one of those beers where, like, if the fat flames up from a steak or something, you can kind of
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You know, use it with some of your brats when you're warming them up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, just take an aluminum pan. Okay. One of those, you know, not too big an aluminum. It just depends on how many brats you're going to cook. If you're cooking your typical 5-pack, then take your small aluminum pan and just put it in there. Put your darn veggies in there if you're going to use veggies, and just pour you a beer in there, and then dump your damn brats in there and put it on the grill next to whatever you're gonna grill. If you're gonna grill steaks or burgers or whatever you're gonna grill, and let them brats just nice and slow warm up, and they'll kind of boil in that beer. And oh man, yeah.
You can take them off, toss them on the grill for like a minute or two, get a little color on 'em, and bang, good to go.
Good
Add bun, add some ketchup or mustard, and relish.
Oh yeah, some onions.
Now this is a question we can all answer right here, and we should. Who gave Bum the day off? Big Bear 2G19.
The executive committee gave Bum the day off.
It's the committee. Blame it on the committee.
The
No,
committee.
I pointed to the right guy. The boss did.
I
But
think
blame it on the committee. I mean, you know how committees are. Stuff comes up for a vote. It's no different than the NFL committee. Like, who in the hell let Deshaun Watson only have an 11-game suspension? You want to get crazy? Let's talk about that.
$5 million.
Yeah, $5 million in 11 games. Come on, son. Are you kidding me? That's. I heard that happened yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first time they came back and said it was only 6 games.
Right.
Yeah.
That
The original one.
That former judge suggested 6 games.
And like $300,000. And he would have actually made more money not playing the way his contract was. He actually would have made more money by taking the games off or something like that. It was just
bandwidth here. He is actually our kind of fill-in malt liquor reporter.
Yeah.
And he's our reporter when Bum's gone. So someone has to report on Bum.
yeah.
You know, someone's got to take that duty, and he takes he takes it on fully.
Yeah.
Says Bum might be back next week. Bum has monkeypox.
Whew. God bless
You know, you never know who he's been rubbing.
Much time on Tinder. Look what happens.
You know, to use a Seinfeld reference, he's been touching and rubbing. You know. Yeah, you never know. Not that there's anything wrong with that, except that you're going to get the monkeypox if you kind of touch and rub the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? But 11 games, seriously, and I heard, okay, this is one thing that I heard from one of the big talking heads, NFL. You know how there's a million NFL talking heads. One of them made some sense. He said the reason why they couldn't do the 6 games is because that 7. Whoa! Look at you. Got a sexy photo.
God, I kind of miss Bum right now.
A sexy photo of Billy D.
Damn.
One of the reasons for not giving him the 6 is because that is breast cancer awareness week, that 7th week. And you don't want that fool coming back on breast cancer awareness week when they're all supposed to be supporting women and wearing pink, which made a lot of sense.
Now, what's his contract? What's he getting paid per year?
Oh,
I don't know about.
He's like $40 million a year.
It's the highest contract in NFL.
So $5 million is like, I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money.
Not for him. Isn't it a $300 million contract? Or what?
I think it's more. I think it's like $400 and something million. It's insane. It's a lot of money.
It's all guaranteed. It's the highest contract in NFL history.
Yeah,
This guy's getting paid more. And how do you get? You know what? Does my memory serve me right, Tom? Was he just an ordinary quarterback before all this junk happened?
Now he's pretty good. He was just on the Texans. The Texans weren't that great.
Coach, he was kind of so, right?
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, no, I think Joe. I mean, Tom, you're right, but Joe, yeah, he was not spectacular. He wasn't. He's not worth the money.
Is
In
he
my
playing well enough to be a top 3 player in the whole league? I mean, that's
opinion. He
basically.
wasn't, but he
Yeah.
was
I don't
not
think
because
anybody would accuse him of that. The thing of it is the Browns just started throwing money. They just started throwing money at the guy.
Tom Brady's the GOAT. Obviously, I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but here's the thing: Tom Brady overall has made more money, but never had a contract that big. If I'm wrong, Tom, tell me.
Brady used to get paid like $15 million a year.
For a
Used
long
to.
time.
He had all these other quarterbacks not winning Super Bowls, and him making 35, 40 million a year, and he's making 15. And then when he wanted a max contract, they didn't even want him anymore. They just told him to leave, basically. So
This
I mean,
guy, this guy, unbelievable. I don't get how you give this guy that kind of money. Only give him 11. He needs the full season, bro. I don't get how.
Yeah, I don't. Well, because then he could come back in time to play a few games to be ready for the playoffs. That's why they did it.
yeah, hopefully they
Because
can.
he's going to come back. He'll be playing 4 or 5 games. He'll be ready for the playoffs, which helps NFL TV.
Right.
I mean, that's what it
I
comes
think
down
Mark hit it right in the head right there. I think Mark's pretty much right on that point. Exactly.
to.
Yeah.
4 weeks to get back into shape before the playoffs, and off you go.
It's still disgusting, though. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
To me, it's something the NFL should be completely embarrassed about. The NFLPA on their end, they're going, yeah, we won. I mean, it was a complete victory for the NFLPA and for Deshaun Watson and his agent. Complete win.
Oh yeah.
Now one angle that I heard from one of the talking heads is that he still has to be subjected to some kind of like mental evaluation.
Yeah.
And that
some counseling and that.
Yeah. And that one angle is they could deem him still not fit. I'll tell you one thing that really, the 11 games.
That won't happen. Come on.
The 11 games I don't like. Okay. I matter of fact, I hate it. Okay. I've had up to this point no problem with the Cleveland Browns. Okay. My problem now is a week ago, last week, he made some kind of statement finally that he was sorry, right? He basically gave some BS apology, but he was on the road to apologizing. The minute this 11-game suspension came out, his next response was, I stand by my innocence.
Yeah.
Seriously, I loathe him. I cannot stand the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns should have had their hand around him and had him make a statement that says, you know what, I'm grateful to get back on the field and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
That's the statement you make. You don't make any reference to guilt or innocence. You stay the hell away from that. You've got to be smart.
That statement helps about 5% of the people. 95% of the people, they'll lose every time making that statement. So I agree with you, but
I loathe those guys now.
Look at the Antonio Browns. Antonio Brown's trying to get back in the league, and he mid-game, that guy. And 5 years ago, he was so relevant. He was number one in fantasy for like 3 years in a row, and then I don't even know what happened to that guy. But now he's trying to get back in the league, and it's like, you gotta be kidding me, guy.
Black man hits a woman. Wow, didn't see that happen.
No.
The problem with this cat is he does not look at a massage therapist as a massage therapist. He looks at him as a prostitute. Yeah. He's got serious mental issues.
I think he looks at every woman as a prostitute. Yeah. Probably every woman is a prostitute. Yeah. It's just a tool, a toy, or whatever. Yeah.
And let's reward him by giving him more money. And the reason he's acting like this is because of money.
Have you guys paid attention to other things in sports like that new golf league, right? Okay. Now, hear me out. One of my arguments, one of the things that I cannot stand, okay, when we just talked about this part of the NFL, is live. To me, I kind of link the two, because some people's argument is, how in the hell could they go over there and take that blood money, take that money? All they do, those Saudis, they berate women, they mistreat women, all this stuff. Seriously, the NFL just gave this cat $300+ million guaranteed.
4 words: look in the mirror.
Right.
Seriously. I am, and this is someone I have been a season ticket holder for the NFL for over 14 years. I'm going to my first game tomorrow. Right? I love the NFL, but I'm having a problem right now, man.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? I'm having a problem because this is BS, man. Like, how many of these damn players have done some of this stuff, and the NFL just keeps saying, you know what? Yeah, man, here's more money.
Because you can't mix religion and government, and that's really what's going on. If you look at the whole thing, that's what's really going on.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we've all known that it's always been about the money, right? I mean, ultimately at the end, but now they're like, we're not trying to hide it. I mean, I think that's kind of where it is. They're not hiding. They're not trying to pretend that it's not about the money.
And as far as live, dear God, you know what, son? Someone pumps that much money. You give me that kind of offer, guess what?
They gave.
I couldn't sign that damn thing fast enough. I'm telling you right now.
Phil Mickelson got $200 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard the boss heard somewhere that they offered Tiger Woods, $500 million to move. And he told him to pound sand, basically. But yeah,
there's enough money already.
Tiger Woods is that $billion player. He's freaking Jordan, for Christ's sake, right?
But what's funny though is the number of players that went over there, and obviously they're never going to be able to play in the PGA again. They made that break, so they're not going to be able to play in PGA. And they're like, "Oh, it's good for golf." Just be honest and say, "I went for the money. It was a money goal." Nobody says that though. They're like, "Oh, it's good for golf, and we're going to help. We're going to help the women of Saudi by joining." It's like, that's all BS.
The only one that would have,
they wrote a check with 6 zeros on it. Come on,
son. I'm telling. Live. You call me up, son. I will let people know it's all about the money. You know what I'm saying?
They should be transparent, but they can't be, because that goes against everything that we bought into. Does that make sense?
They've got all these very handsome young golf players now going over there. If you need to counterbalance that with some decent looking ugly, then call me up. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Offer me a few commas. I'll let everyone know. Hey, it's all about the money, son.
Oh, man.
That's almost the worst. If they would just say, "No, I'm just going purely for the money."
Yeah,
you could say, "I wouldn't do it," but at least they admitted it, and that's the only reason they're doing it.
Yeah,
100%.
Hey Joe, Deshaun Watson's it's $46 million a year, $230 for 5 years.
So basically, his penalty is it's like a 10% of his paycheck.
Basically, extra taxes or something of that sort.
It's nothing. I mean, it's a crap ton of money, but to him, it's nothing. It's $5 million out of 300. That's the thing. That's 1%.
I think he harassed me. I think he harassed me like 8 years ago. I gotta call my lawyer real quick. I think he harassed me.
No. That's a thing these days. Wait a minute. Someone jacked you up 20 years ago. You I mean, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's not go so deep, but Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's flat nuts, right?
R. Kelly. I mean, I'm not saying they're innocent, but why are these allegations coming out 21 years later?
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I just watched the one on Ron Jeremy. I had no idea.
He's in. Oh God! Don't even get me started. He's in jail, Joe, in LA County, and nobody reported him then, but now he's this
I had
predator.
no idea all this stuff was happening with Ron
He's
Jeremy.
a porn star. What do you think happens when you go on camera with the porn star? And they're accusing him of everything. Now, I'm not saying he's innocent. I don't know, but what the hell is going on?
Yeah. All the drugs and
He
everything.
has- Yeah,
Some
What do you think's gonna
60
happen?
counts. He has the most counts sexual.
but that all can't be true. It just can't be. Like,
dude, he's banged over 6,000 women.
that's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
Dude, I'd be exhausted. Like, I'd need some rest.
I'm so tired. I
Maybe,
just wanna
maybe
sleep.
he's just delusional. I mean, come
Oh
on,
my God.
6,000 women.
And
That's only half of Wilt Chamberlain. Didn't he say 15,000?
yes, he did. No, he said, what did he say? Will Chamberlain said like 15
Yeah.
or 20,000. Yeah.
And Will, you know,
Ron better get to work. Come on.
No.
you know,
Man
Ron-
up.
Here's the worst part about Ron Jeremy. It's not his looks, gentlemen. It's certainly not his looks. Because you
Yeah.
can look at Ron Jeremy like, we all know what's going on. It's the
oh,
pipe.
they said he's disgusting. Like,
Yeah, but look at that pipe. And the girls loved it.
9
and-
3/4 inches.
Oh my, that's what I'm saying.
No, I didn't even
And
know.
now
I just
he's
watched
wrong.
the documentary. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I
okay.
yeah, there's a That's what I'm saying. I had no idea.
Is that what the title of the documentary is? 9 3/4.
Yeah, that's a
Documentary
fact.
was a Ron
It's a
Jeremy
fact.
documentary.
The dude's a pipe. He's on like a horse.
Yeah, I had no idea. No, because of all these sexual. It was, a matter of fact, it was called The Rise and Fall of Ron Jeremy. And I was like,
That's
the
great.
fall? What are you talking about? The fall? Like, the guy's the king. What are you talking about? And I was my mouth hit the floor. I was like, what? He did what? Like,
I
these
didn't
women
do
are
it.
saying that he and they've got like all this proof that he literally would like not even he would just sneak up behind these women and just he'd be at a party and just bend them over, and next thing they know that his cock's up there.
But why would he have to do that though? It's the weirdest concept to me that, like I just said, it's after the fact. Oh yeah, I remember Bill
Okay,
Cosby in
okay.
1981.
Now,
Yeah,
okay.
anyway.
I'm
Anyway.
just saying, all right.
The guy
We've all been with a lady, I hope,
Mm.
right? I don't know, but
I mean, she looked like a lady. Does that count?
well, sure.
Okay.
Now, not all of them are always ready to go, and those are rough times, son. Like, I don't get I don't get how that works. Like, how do you know what I'm saying? Without
Yeah.
hurting yourself. Like,
Coconut oil.
I understand, but these cats apparently don't even have time for a loogie. Like, it's literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear about some of these rapes and stuff like that, and you're like, how do you make that? I don't understand how.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
whole. Now, I'm not condoning the act. I'm saying, how does it even happen? You can't. You can't get fingers up there without
They call
like.
Right, for a reason.
You'd like break a fingernail trying to get up in there when it ain't ready. I
Let's
don't
commit
understand
a
how.
felony, and we'll go find out in prison together. Sheriff Joe. Sheriff Joe.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, Bubba makes that happen in prison too. Oof.
You better not drop that soap. You better put that soap on a rope or you're screwed.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't know. That's like those things that they. Yeah. It just. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Did you see? There's also a new documentary on Netflix about Monte Teo. Did you see that documentary?
Did not.
No.
That was interesting when that whole thing was going on though.
Very interesting. It's called Untold something or other, but it's on Netflix right now. It's only 2 parts, I think, and it very, very interesting to. I mean, we all remember because it's very recent. The whole, and unfortunately for Manti, I hadn't necessarily fully understood catfishing until it happened to him.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He's the reason I know fully. I had heard about it, but he's the reason I know fully what catfishing is. and even at the time, I felt bad for him.
Mm.
I'm one of those more sympathetic figures to him. I didn't necessarily think he was scamming people. I fully was. I was all in on that he was scammed. You know what I'm saying? But to hear how it actually went down and everything that went on behind the scenes is heavy, man. It sucks, and he has to live with that his whole effing life, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
It actually hurt his draft stock. I know he went down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick.
Yeah. Definitely first round. He
Yeah.
went what first pick of the second round, I think, first or second.
Yeah, something like he still got he was still a pretty high pick, but
Yeah. I think he was the 36th pick, or
Mm.
he was in that mid 30s. But man, it's a good documentary.
Manti Te'o.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went in the second round.
Yeah.
And the fake girlfriend thing totally hurt him. You guys saw it on Netflix. Yeah.
You, you saw it too, Tom? Coach? You saw
Yeah,
it?
oh yeah. I absolutely.
Okay.
I knew that. Well, I'm a Chargers fan, as you know.
You're right.
And
And he
I remember the whole
drafted by the
scandal, but-
Chargers initially. Yeah.
The crazy thing is like Dr. Phil challenged the person that was catfishing him
Yeah.
to a voice challenge. And the FBI said, that's not you. You can't throw your voice like that. And you know what? It was true. That dude threw his voice to sound like a girl. And that's why Manti Te'o fell for that whole scandal. And you kind of want to not like him, but at the same time, you can't blame him. Like it's the craziest thing in the world.
Yeah, I always believed him. I always did. I always had sympathy for Manti Te'o. I really did. I felt horrible for his parents because I put myself in his parents' shoes. Like,
in his senior year at Notre Dame.
Speaking of Mormons, I mean, he that's the Mormon culture.
He followed religion, family.
Isn't he Samoan? Is that what?
Oh yeah, the Samoan guy.
Polynesian.
Very heavy Mormon. Yeah. And
Polynesian.
Polynesian, yeah.
Yeah, which
and
is very Mormon. Yeah.
He did everything so right.
Yeah.
And by his senior year, when that scandal fell and it got to the news, he just never played right after that. And then we got to the NFL, Mark. He on the documentary, he just said, I just wasn't myself. I couldn't feel anything. I didn't know what to do. He had to go see a counselor, and they helped coach him out of it. But by then, nobody wanted that.
It just messed him up. I mean,
it messed him up.
You've got to be in whatever frame of mind you need to be a football player, right? Or an athlete.
I tell you what, at the end of it, I loathe that dude that did that stuff to him. I absolutely think that person is a piece of trash.
I hate that person. I'll say hate. I hate that person.
That person is
that Tuiaso Sopo. I don't even
so selfish. Even now, like no sort of remorse or not apologetic in the least. It's still all about me and how I felt and how this is what was happening to me, and this is what
That's
at that point, then you know exactly how they really are.
I'm like,
but that's a certain kind of evil without killing somebody. But he literally almost killed this guy soulfully.
He did.
Like,
he
did.
And he enjoyed it. I mean, that's basically it. He enjoyed it.
To this day, there's always those doubters. The minute you hear he has such a he has a name like Shaq, like Cher, like one name, you know who it is. And just like he said in the documentary, it's either Manti Te'o, oh man, I feel bad for you, or that's Manti Te'o.
Yeah.
Right? Like he the minute you see him or hear his name, you're like, you have that reaction.
He's the most person in history in sports, Joe and panel, to being the most loved athlete to in 1 week to be the most hated athlete. Like they loved him, and then the switch turned this way, and they absolutely there were so many memes and so they were being disgusting. They loved him, and then they hated him, and that was just it. And this poor guy was forced to deal with that plus his own catfishing problem. And Jesus Lord, what do you do? Like that's crazy. That is crazy.
Didn't it happen right before the bowl game?
Yeah,
Like a week before?
yeah, 12 days. I
Or the
think.
Rose Bowl. Was it the Rose Bowl or the what bowl, whatever?
Look at the championship, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a national championship.
Yeah,
It
they
was,
played
it was,
USC.
it was no, it was Notre Dame who he played for versus Alabama.
Alabama.
And-
That's right. I'm sorry, Alabama.
He was a Heisman Trophy winner, not a winner but candidate. The
Candidate.
year before, Joe, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, but he, as a junior, he went up for his Heisman.
It was him
I
and
put back for my
the
senior
other
year.
him
Did
and the
really
other
well.
F.
Who's that?
It was him and that F from
Manziel, Johnny Manziel,
Manziel.
Johnny Football.
Yeah. Johnny Football.
Johnny
Football.
Football, bro.
It was
Yeah.
his first win as a rookie.
He came back for his senior year, did really well, and then that final game, the national championship, he just shit the bed.
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic too? Because had he come out his junior year, this might have been completely different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? He tries because he's the oldest of 8, I think they said.
Mhm.
And in his culture, the oldest is sets the bar, and they had such a football culture, and he's trying to do everything right, just totally follows what his dad tells him. Just the kid is just all about it,
Yeah.
all in. And so he tries to make this decision, prays about it, and says, you know what, I'm going to do the right thing and come back for my senior year.
Mm.
And that's what,
Yeah.
and the rest of his life,
Mm-hmm.
the rest of his life, this guy jacked up his life. I mean,
Yeah, but
and
it's
all
just-
because he didn't have the balls, no pun intended, because he cut them off now, but all because he didn't have the balls to just let him know, hey man, you know what? He didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
is
but
what-
how do you have a relationship with someone just over the phone? Don't you want
That's a generational thing, Tom, and that's what I was confused about because I was like, no, he's in on it, but there's a generation that only dated online, and
Yeah, but you-
sometimes it in person. But
Well, you got to take yourself back to that. Like you'd never heard of catfishing. You'd never, and if you're that type, if you're that in that kind of mentality, just being loyal, and then he explains very well that he was constantly trying to do his own thing. Like he was constantly trying to, he was all, he was seeing other women and he was doing, enjoying that. Hey, Bum, what's up, man? Tell us how you doing. Good to see you.
I'm doing good. I've recovered from my monkeypox.
Oh,
Oh, good.
that is an amazing recovery.
Good recovery.
We
I got the jab.
wow. We've got to contact the CDC and let them know about this miraculous.
Miraculous recovery. He got the jab, he got monkeypox, and he got the jab, and he's all better.
Maybe it wasn't the Latin beer. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
I haven't had it yet. Maybe it's the lack of the Latin beer got me healthy.
Oh, wait a minute. By now you would have had malt liquor. Maybe you didn't have malt liquor, and that's what cured you.
That's possible too.
Yeah.
That's very possible.
You might have accidentally rubbed up next to one of these malt liquor people, and that's what even gave you the damn monkeypox in the first place.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is that I had a box of Mexican beers that was on the way to me, not from Mexico, but the beers came from Mexico and they came back into the United States. And I think you can figure out who brought them into the United States. And there was a bunch of Mexican stouts and stuff. And I was planning on having a nice selection to pick from tonight. The beer mail is DOA at the main Pittsburgh post office. Something went wrong.
Oh boy.
Yeah, somebody got some Mexican stuff.
It's been there for like 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Yeah. somebody scored them some fantastic Mexican beers.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
I am having an El Salvadorian beer right now.
So
The last of my
I'll see you guys when I get home. I'm breaking up, so I'll be on in a bit.
Okay, good
All
to
right.
see you, man. Yeah. By the way, that's actually breaking news, isn't it, Mark? Like, who's he breaking up with? He said he's breaking up.
He's breaking up, yeah.
I-
Maybe
I-
him and Billy D had a falling out.
I don't know. Did him and what do you think, Tom? Is it possible that the malt liquor reporter has a breakup with Billy D? Is that how does that work?
I don't see that happening. No, Billy, do you want to do that to him?
He just reported he's breaking up.
Breaking up, yeah.
That was the last words out of his mouth.
And then he's out of here. He's gone.
Yeah, and we have no idea. We're left hanging. We don't know what who he's breaking up with or how it happened or what's.
No.
We're left hanging like an old 70-year-old man's nut hanging off the left side of his shorts.
Oh,
You
geez.
know?
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Is that enough of a visual, by the way?
Yeah.
With that like strangly gray hair off the side of the nuts and everything.
That makes me picture Bad Grandpa with Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
That guy.
Let's see. You were at the beach last week, Tom. So did you
Yeah.
see the old guys in Speedos on the beach?
Yeah.
No, it's kind of like a secluded beach. So it was
Oh, okay.
probably like 20, 30 people there.
Okay. All right.
Too
So
many.
I just wondering.
No Speedos.
Every time I go to it's one of those things where you can't unsee it once you see it.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Okay. But once you see it, do you look again?
Maybe in shock value. You're like,
Yeah.
Well, you can't believe you saw. Yeah, no, I didn't. No, wait. Oh, yeah, I did.
Isn't it funny? It's like when you smell a fart. You're like, oh, did someone fart? Yeah, they farted. Oh my God. Like, right? You're like, the minute you smell a bad odor, you're like, oh God. Oh God. I can't.
Your brain is like, idiot. Yes, it happened, but you're like, okay. Yeah.
you know it smells bad, but you attempted to smell, and it's like, what a jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? The minute you see something awkward or awful, you're like, oh.
Then you want to look again. Yeah.
It's like your brain needs to confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those deals. And you're like, oh, make it stop. Get out of my.
Yeah. No, not like this. Make it stop.
Yeah.
Make it stop.
Yeah. It's like being at Walmart and you see that one awkward thing. You're like, oh my God. Right.
Oh,
Like,
Here we go.
yeah.
I'm saying,
72-year-old Tinder date turned out to be Matt Titano's girlfriend. Oh my God. Yeah. If nobody's watched that documentary, you have to check it out.
Yeah, I
I haven't seen a documentary, but oh my gosh, yeah.
It's only
you can't feel anything but bad for the guy. I mean, really, at the end of the day, I mean, there's just
I have someone that has some advice.
I wish one of your guys had children so I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have waking up every day.
I feel like that's the pain that man Tyson.
I'd be curious if Mike Tyson had children at the time that he said that.
Oh, I think so.
He has. I know one of his daughters died. Like at 4.
I didn't know that.
Yes, on a podcast I heard that supposedly the daughter like on a treadmill. Because
Yeah, and I think she was young or something, right?
Yeah, she was 4.
Yeah.
Oh, she got caught under a treadmill or something like that?
No, she on the treadmill as it was going, and I guess she might have hit the wall or something.
Something. Yeah, I was gonna say 3, but yeah, I thought, yeah. And that was a more recent child, if I remember. Like that didn't happen.
No, that happened. I think that happened. I don't know how long. I know it definitely over like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Well, Mike Tyson's in his 50s, so what I'm saying is it didn't happen.
was
20,
his
30 years ago.
30 years
Yeah.
ago. And, yeah.
One of the more recent, because he has what, 6 or 7 kids or something.
He has a son that's like 15, 16 that's boxing or trying to box.
Oh, does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Actually looks pretty close. He actually like almost resembles, but has body type, same body type.
Yeah, I don't. How many children does he have? Okay,
Well,
he's
If he's
56.
got the same body type, then he's probably going to be a good boxer because
Yeah.
Oh my
Tyson was purpose built for what he did. I mean,
Oh my god.
Well, it's his trainers like programmed. Just total warrior.
his body was. I mean, if there was ever a person who was built for boxing, Tyson was the guy.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, it was his upbringing. It
Yeah.
was everything that went with it that
Yeah.
made him.
Yeah, the whole mental approach to things. Yeah.
His
Right.
idols were like Sonny Liston and like people like that. Like
Oh, here you go, children. Here you go. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I thought it was 6 or 7.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Miguel Leon Tyson, is that maybe perhaps who's?
Good looking guy.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a.
He kind of looks a little bit. Yeah, his face is. I mean, he's got a. Yeah, but he's a good looking guy.
I think it's his younger son that does it. I mean, someone younger than him.
One of the younger.
Yeah, he's like 16, 17.
Hmm.
In this photo, he kind of look that's a trip, isn't it? When you're really digging, looking for resemblance of. Here's one of his daughters,
Mm-hmm.
who's 26. I've never looked at Mike Tyson's kids.
Well, yeah, he had kids when he was singing that because that stuff happened in the mid '90s, right?
Here's
Yeah.
Exodus. Also,
Yeah.
this is the one that passed away. Treadmill
that-
accident.
Died in Phoenix.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's ironic. Wow.
March 2009. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty.
4 years old. 3 or 4 years old.
Wow.
That must suck.
Hmm.
Here's another one. Mikey, but that Mikey is a female. Not always close to the father.
Hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, I gotta imagine there's probably some pretty interesting family dynamics there. I don't.
Wow.
Well, she's my age.
How old's Tyson? Is
Oh,
he
here you go. Here's the boxer, obviously, because he's
here? Yeah.
25. So he's 25 years old. Here's his
That's great.
Instagram. See if we can get that pulled up here. Anytime now. Okay, so this would be what a trip being Mike Tyson's son. Like, and you're trying to box at the same. He looks nothing like his dad.
Yeah.
That must be all mom right there.
A little bit. Yeah, not much. Yeah.
I would never guess. Watch. Let's look. Oh boy, how come I can't? What's going on here? How come?
I guess that was the first one I was thinking of. I'm not really sure.
How come the picture doesn't come up bigger? That's kind of crazy. But I would never guess that's his son. Oh, here's a better picture, perhaps.
Oh yeah, definitely the mom.
It's got to be the mom,
Yeah.
right? Like you can't. I can't see Iron Mike in him at all. That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's
Maybe he's
wild.
extra a little bit, but
That's wild. Like you look at this photo here, nothing like his dad, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his dad's right here. He's over here. He looks nothing like his dad. That's crazy. Maybe I mean, you're digging for a resemblance when you look. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
Yeah.
wow, that is crazy. It's funny because I enjoy meeting friends, and then you meet their kids and you're like, oh, you're absolutely like, when you have your daughter on now, we see the resemblance. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh yeah, you can see Tom in Delilah, of course. But to not see anything, you're like, wow, like is that even your kid, bro?
Yeah.
DNA test for real, because you know what I'm saying. It's wild.
Yeah, he literally doesn't look anything like Mike Tyson. Nothing.
He just doesn't, man. That's
And I'd imagine he has money. You never know in that situation. It happens to men with no money.
you really don't. You really don't know, man. Those sorts of things are so.
You mind if I share what I'm drinking?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, what are you drinking, man?
I'm drinking. I've never seen this one before. It's a Brazilian beer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Amazonia.
Yeah, I've never. Man, let me look that up. I've never
It's
even.
really. It's not that great, to be honest. It's 4.5%, and it drinks like 8%, 7.5%. It was like $4.99. I was like, why not? I've never seen it before. So
spell that out for me.
Amazonia. I don't even know if it's going to be on there. It's manufactured in Brazil by Cerveza. I don't even know.
Wow, this is crazy. So I'm showing there's Amazon beer, but it looks like it's wow.
It might be hard.
Right here. There you go. Yeah. So.
Oh, that one's a Cerveza. That one's the That was Cerveza?
Yeah.
Amazonia.
I think it's APA.
Oh, okay. So you've got the slightly different.
They call that a Pilsner.
But it's the Cerveza Germana?
Yeah, it must be that exact brewery.
It's that same brewery, though, right?
Yeah.
So I could at least click the brewery and hopefully get. Oh, this. Wait. Man, they've only got 16 beers on here, so.
You would think Brazil would be making some of the best beers in the world since their climate.
It's a big ass country, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The APA right there, the Brazilian.
This one.
Oh, it only has 2 ratings. Jesus.
This one here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 2 total. 1 in the last 30, 5%, 35 IBUs. So there's no rating. I think you have to have 10?
I think it's 8 or 10 or something like that to get a rating.
To even get a rating. So, well, at least we have a photo. So Fabiana.
That's kind of a cool label. I like it.
Oh, I love that glass.
Yeah. It's a cool glass.
Oh, look at that. You've got a gold rim around the top, which is typical for some Mexican style glasses or Latin American rather style glasses. Or you know what? I have to retract that. This particular style of glass, I don't know what you call it, will occasionally have some sort of gold rim or something around it. This, whatever you call this style of glass. But I love all that etching.
Yeah.
That's
very cool. Yeah. A lot of neat.
So
it's like
35 IBUs. They even have that on here. 35 IBUs, man. What are you getting out of that? Are you getting any of that?
Kind of like how IPAs used to be like 20 years ago. It's like musky, not really going on. Kind of not cardboardy, but I don't know. It's not that great.
OG IPA.
That sucks, man, because the people that rated it, the 2 people that have a listing on here for it, didn't say anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
I love seeing reviews when someone actually says something.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about it. Here's another photo of it. You have to assume it was in.
That's kind of a cool glass. I like that.
This is a cool glass. Looks like a fantastic restaurant or bar or wherever they're at. Looks pretty cool.
Well, it says Best Buy 423. So I mean, it must be fresh, right? I mean,
well, that hopefully it's not the 423 that just passed. If it's the Best Buy,
oh, I was thinking of
Probably April 2023.
year. No,
Let Coach back in, Joe.
oh,
He's just sitting there in the green room. There he is.
there he is.
Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mark.
Very cool beer. I mean, it's at least cool of you to have a Brazilian beer on here. Man, they don't have too many beers with any ratings at all, and the ones that are rated are low.
not that great.
Yeah,
3.3. That's it. High rated.
that's their.
That's your
It
highest.
is. Look at that. They have 16 beers on here. Now, it's not really fair because Untapped might not be that popular in Brazil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might be a beer advocate. It might have more.
And to tell you the truth, we know the reputation that Sao Paulo, Brazil has. I mean, come on. You might not be totally focused on what the hell beer you're drinking anyway with those kind of women. Like, get out of here. What are you, nuts? You know what I'm saying? Carnival and everything happening down there. Seriously? You're concentrated on Untapped and rating your beer, stupid?
Joe,
If they were serious beer drinkers, they would be.
We were just talking about men wearing bikinis and stuff. Hello, Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah, lots of banana hammocks going on down there.
Lots of fruit baskets happening down there, son. Right?
Fruit and nuts.
And I believe that Sao Paulo, Brazil, is got to be the land of the tea-back bikini. For Christ's sake, that is where. I believe, I don't know, that's the uniform for women down there, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Tea-back.
For better or worse, that's the uniform. Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. For better or worse. Yes, exactly. There's a lot of that happening too, right? And that would be the other side of that would be the women of Sao Paulo that are in Walmart, right? Like, no cut off shirts for you, sister. You're cut off. No.
Now, speaking of somebody who just got done hanging out at the beach and wearing a thong, we got Bum. He's back on the show.
Yeah.
Yay.
Is it too late for my
No.
Actually, I've had this one sitting around the house for about a year and a half.
Oh my goodness.
So it ought to be nice and ripe.
Presidente
from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, you know what? If you go to Untapped, it is an incredibly well-selling beer. There's check-ins. I think the average bottle caps is like 2.99, so that'll tell you how good it is. But it's funny. I don't believe this is sold anywhere. I found this in an outlying county last year. I've never seen it for sale anywhere near me. And truthfully, when I saw it, I had never heard of it before.
Oh, cool. So you've got 100. Wow. We don't get too many beers like this. 121,000 ratings. Quite the opposite of Tom's beer there. 637 in the last 30 days. 5% no IBUs rated. 2.99. How do we feel about that 2.99 with 121,000 ratings?
That's probably pretty accurate. I think a three beer on Untapped is drinkable, but not a drain pour. It is. Yeah.
Okay, how about this for the latter part of this description? Presidente is a Pilsner type beer made from top quality raw materials. What is this? Steel?
Coal, steel.
I mean, raw materials that definitely makes the best beer the real taste. So Bum, I don't know. What are you getting? Real metal out of this? What's happening in this beer?
I'm getting a typical south of the border macro lager taste, and I'll tell you what.
All I have to do to enjoy this is think about that Tatra that I drank last week.
Oh God.
And boy, this is a little slice of heaven compared to that.
How was
There
your
you
summer?
go.
The next
No
day?
matter what else you drink, you can just think of Tatra, and it's got to be better than that.
Yeah. No, this actually, and I mean, for something that's been expired for more than a year and a half, it's for what it is, it's not bad at all.
Okay.
And this is, in case you haven't figured it out, a 24-ounce can. And
Okay.
unfortunately, it doesn't count for my J Vega challenge because it is not an American macro. So,
Well, but you do keep the streak of consecutive shows.
yeah.
Go.
That's why I got on from the car, because in case you guys decided to end it, I was like, well, this will be my cameo appearance.
The consecutive show streak continues.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Unfortunately, since you didn't miss a full day, I don't know, Mark, what do we think about this? We may not have to pay PTO in this case.
No, I think, yeah.
I mean, he did show up for work, so
Yeah.
the minute you show up for work, you're on the clock, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
But wouldn't he be doing you a favor though? Because he's already came in, he's already gets his time off on vacation.
Well, okay, but thank you for that, Tom. Tom just helped us out. Just using the use of the word favor. Favor also starts with the same letter as free. And I would
He's working his day off. Poor guy.
Yeah, if the guy puts in for a day off and he shows up at the end of the day,
I mean, hey, you know how it is these days. I mean, anything that the man can do to jack you over, they're gonna do. They're gonna, it's all about me, and that's the same thing with this show. We are all about us, and we have a very low budget around here, Tom, and so we have to pinch every penny. And if we can, pinch bum, then we pinch him.
Yeah.
Pinch bum.
I mean, if any chance you have to pinch a bum, you pinch him.
You gotta take that chance.
That's what bumping is.
I mean,
Any
with a name like Bum, he's used to being pinched, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody, you try to pinch a bum,
or if you're the Presidente, depending on which Presidente you are, you can grab somebody by the,
Oh, there you
go. Now, Bum, we've talked about some big time controversial issues. Would you like to get in on some of that, or would you just like to act like
they were? I heard you talking football, which I cannot contribute to. So,
okay, we talked football. Yeah, well, yeah, we did talk quite a bit.
That was pretty much football.
Yeah.
Well, we did talk golf.
Yeah.
The PGA Tour and going to Saudi Arabia or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten deep into it as far as the controversy and stuff. I'm just here as kind of like a special guest tonight. I'll just let you guys talk. I'm winding down. We can skip the malt liquor report till next week. I will just sit here and chill and enjoy my Presidente.
See, I've got problems with those sorts of words. Winding down, chill, all these. We're in a wind up sort of mode.
Are we on the upswing still at 8:30?
We're on a serious attempt here. So we're like, we'll give it one more go here. What about our boy from San Diego Padres that got 80 games and is going to have to do part of next season as well?
What's his
Did they
name?
get him for steroids?
Yeah. But he said that, I didn't know it,
That sounds like Balco version 2. You remember that?
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about now, Tom, was this cat not getting a legit 300 million? I think he was getting 340 or something like
they
that.
They literally built the whole team of, was it the guy from the Padres?
Yeah, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yeah,
Tatis. I was struggling for it.
So he got suspended for what, 80 games?
For this season.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
I think 40 games next season.
Yes, Joe's right. But here's the problem. So we all remember Fernando Tatis.
By
Senior.
the way, we got Coach back on this one. See how that?
Well, because oh my god, because I grew up with the Los Angeles Padres, I know a lot of them. I still talk to Brett Boone, who played for the Braves and the Padres, so I'm familiar with the situation. Don't do that, Joe. The name dropping, I get it. Listen, it was unfair, but at the same time, it was fair because when you're paid this much money, like you have to live up to the expectation. No buts, ands, or ifs. Like you signed a contract, and when you break that contract, there's a penalty for breaking the contract. It was severe, but unfortunately, if you're willing to accept all this money, well, if you mess up and break that contract, then you have to take a loss on that same contract, and that's just how it is. And if you think I'm wrong, I welcome any other comments because that's just the way it is.
So he got caught. What was it? Was it HGH or what was he doing?
I think it was a human growth. It
Human
was
growth hormone. Okay.
it was something
doing-
that was supposed to be his body. It's like basically a steroid
And
Yeah.
the why would he have been taking that steroid?
because remember
He
yes,
was also riding a motorcycle that he's not supposed to, and that's why the Padre owner is so pissed off at him. They're like,
Mm.
but the
You-
problem is you give a 23-year-old kid ridiculous money. I think it's something like $40 million a year.
yeah.
You give a 20.
No, you know what you do when you do that? You give somebody a contract, but as part of the contract, you give them an accountant that you pick that is in charge of doling out the money.
Well, and here's the
Yeah.
thing: Joe's right, but these players, not only Major League Baseball players, but NFL, you can't ski. You cannot ski. It's part of your contract. You cannot ride a motorcycle. There's certain you can't play in pickup games.
Oh, yeah.
Basket. You just can't do certain things because if
You
it's
can't ride in a car with Tiger Woods.
yes,
Yeah, I
if
can't.
it's a liability to your body. Well, I didn't hear what'd you say, Joe?
You can't ride in a car with
Oh,
Tiger
it's Tiger
Woods.
Woods, yeah.
Don't.
In other words, Joe's right. You can't do anything that's a liability to your ligament,
Right.
to your body,
Nope.
because if you do something to your body off the contract, then they don't have to pay you shit.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is, you don't just get what would that be 100? You don't just get 120 games for nothing. That's not his first rodeo. The other rodeos we haven't heard about. You know what I'm saying? Those
But he's a target though. He's a little bit of
those
a
have been
target.
lower key suspensions. This isn't his first. They don't just give you that kind of suspension for steroids. No, nuh-uh.
And then
It-
he lied.
it-
Then
he's had another rodeo with this, and some of it's got to be the fact that the Padres are so steamed at this guy. They, just like Coach said, they built the whole effing team around this kid, and he hasn't played this year because he's coming off of the motorcycle injury.
Yeah.
And then, so what does he do? Oh, I'm going to take some steroids to recover from this thing. Huh?
Well, you know, he didn't. He wasn't
That's, you
shooting.
know what? All the problem is that's what the money's for. Okay? No. You know what I'm saying? No. You hire somebody that literally checks this beer before I consume it.
Yeah.
Right?
So
That's
you
what
got
the
to
money-
hire the accountant to dole out every dollar.
if you've got to pay someone $1 million a year to check this beer before I consume it, that's what's expected, son.
Yeah.
And
Right?
we need to talk about our contract, Joe. I mean, the last check was pretty cool, but I mean, I know what Mark's making now, and I'm a little upset. So we need to talk about that off camera.
Off
Sorry.
camera, of course. We'll do negotiations off.
Well, obviously, I've been taking HGH, so
I was
you
gonna
guys
say,
know.
he's waiting on the results of your latest test, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, my test results are we all failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
Be like Barry Bonds and test for the cream or the clear.
Bum, do you want to answer Havana's question here?
We may wait till next week, Havana. I'm full of pasta and cake, and soon to be
Oh.
full of Dominican Republic beer. I'm not sure if I can handle a malt tonight. We'll see.
I've got a quick report. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. What's your
I
report?
can report that people are still drinking malt liquor.
Oh boy.
That's my report.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just so you know. Now I haven't confirmed that, but my assumption is people are still drinking malt. Especially that guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Post all of them, dog.
Yeah. We'll give a little.
I have several delicious malts coming up in the upcoming weeks, though.
Okay.
Ooh, delicious.
Now, any words, this is 664. Any words heading into we're 3 weeks away now, right?
Yeah, I'm buying a Ouija board. I'm going to buy a Ouija board.
2 weeks.
And then
2 weeks from
Really?
now.
2 weeks from now. Yeah.
I'm going to buy a Ouija board and we're going to play together.
Before.
Can everybody buy that beer that we're going to drink during the show? Can everybody get that one?
Should be able to, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually looked. I can try to find it. I can't. I don't know. I couldn't. I wouldn't. I don't know. I looked like 3 or 4 spots. And I went to my favorite store. I couldn't find it. I can try to see if I could find anywhere else.
Yeah, I'll have to make an attempt to look for it first.
Yeah.
I actually haven't looked, but I will. It should. I should be able to find it.
Okie dokie.
So we will see. But God, 2 weeks away. I mean, it seemed like we mentioned it, and it was still, I don't know, 12 weeks away or something like that.
Yeah.
We are. We're 2 weeks away now from. This is only a one-time deal, right? There's no like.
Yeah.
What? I mean, because how many shows would the next one be, Mark? That's.
Oh wow. 6. Well, it's gonna be show. Well, the next logical one would be show 1000.
Yeah.
So that's 334. So that's like
Yeah.
6 years.
But there can only be one show 666. This
Oh,
is
I have a question though.
Yeah.
And it's a good question. Is it taboo?
No.
As in, like, hotels don't have a 13th floor, so we're gonna skip it, or what are we doing? And then here's my question to you: why do hotels not have a 13th floor? It's a taboo thing, right?
It's very taboo. That was my question several weeks ago.
So I think we should skip it, to be honest, because
No.
Yeah, but if you skip it,
Mark.
then
Okay, then Mark. Here's my question: since you said no, why do hotels skip 13th floor? Go.
Because they're idiots. They should just.
I was going to answer. There's no reason to skip the 13th floor.
Oh, there
other than
is.
Superstition, yeah.
Oh no, gentlemen.
Well,
there
if
is.
the superstition was true, the black cats and everything, I'd have been dead 5 years ago.
This is why Coach goes to the library. It's a very real thing. That if you have a 13th floor on your apartment, your hotel, I think it's like the statistics are pretty crazy, but that thing burns down. It doesn't survive. I'm serious. Look at this. There's a reason why hotels, Marriott's, I've stayed at the most prestigious Marriott's, there's no 13th floor. And you know why?
The Library of Google. Is that the Library of Google?
No,
Yeah.
Joe. I went to a hotel once. Tom, you weren't there. I went to
to a hotel.
a library once.
Was it
And
a,
Joe
was
D's
it
like,
a
what the hell
Holiday
are you doing in the
Express?
library? He made fun of me. So
Was
I
it a
got,
Holiday Inn Express.
listen, gentlemen,
You mean the 13th room, not the 15th.
13th floor of a hotel. Look
No,
it
I've
up.
seen that movie. It was great.
Oh, God. I'm going to mute myself. Go ahead and do the show and see what happens. Tom, look up 13th floor of hotels. And
All right.
I'm done. I'm done.
How about show?
That's why you
77?
do it, to tempt fate.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
777 is going to be a big one too, right? Wouldn't you say?
Fuck you though to the Sharab.
777s.
Fuck you, fucking Abdullah.
That's why you do it, Coach. That's why you do it.
that's why you do it. Exactly.
Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. Bum, good to see you again, man. Glad to see you made it out alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, and there was no number 13s involved. Has it been discussed for next week? What the beer might be?
Oh, thanks for the reminder. Okay, so what beer style or part of the world will we be doing beers from next week? And with that in mind, we have to this theme will probably still be going into the infamous 666.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So will there be a beer? Actually, that should be answered first. Will there be a beer theme for 666?
Sure, there will if we can all get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, of course. Duh.
And that's the answer to Coach's question. We can't change the name because there's no beer out there with the name 667.
True.
Mm.
I don't know. Is there? Let me see.
I don't think so.
Let's
There would be very little reason for there to be.
But there is. So
You shall find.
a quick search. There is at least one.
Are you serious?
Look at
They're in
this.
my
You've
area.
got six
Neighbor of the beast.
Neighbor of the Beast right here. There's 6 in the last 30 days rated 3.77, which is actually not too bad out of 17,000 ratings. We go back, and there is literally a 667 no longer in production, but there was. If you can get your hands on it, there's 80.
Devil's Peak. So those are all making fun of 666.
Probably, more than likely.
Yeah, the last one too, the neighbor of the beast instead of the number of the beast. So those are all poking fun at 666.
But there are, look at this, there are numerous 667 beers.
Goose Island makes one.
So then look up 666. There's nothing out there. Look up the
Well, there
13th
is.
floor on
There
hotels.
is.
Give me a break.
We actually have looked it up, and we will look it up again since it's requested.
Listen, if you guys want to go to hell together, that's great. I'm going to
This
stay.
this is the beer that we are all hoping to have 2 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to ride that roller coaster, that's great for you, gentlemen. But in this conversation, and the one that's smartest, I'm not going to touch it. I'm telling you, Joe. You may laugh, but I'm telling you.
Let yourself be swept away by the dance of hot devils, inspired by fruity aroma of the hops and a zest of orange. The malt is malted barley, malted wheat. Hops are 6 refined hop varieties.
Yep.
And there is a good look at not only the bottle.
Go ahead and drink that, and then show 667. It's just Toast by himself hosting the whole damn thing because you guys partake of the forbidden fruit.
Look at this. There it is. All the people.
Yep.
Whoa, look at that one. Look at that one.
I read her obituary yesterday. She passed away yesterday. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that is, a sample of. And here you got this one. Well, that's actually 4 6s. That doesn't count. But Trooper 666.
I think I can find the Trooper.
Oh, is that one of the Iron Maiden beers?
Yeah, I think I can find that one.
Yeah. I've never seen those for sale around me.
Oh, Great Lakes. Look at this.
Devil's Pale Ale. Yeah.
666.
Who hearted?
Look at that.
Last I checked, Great Lakes is still doing good business. They didn't get cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can find something. One of those.
Yeah, Pipeworks. I don't know if that qualifies, but it's not actually in the title. We've got that's the whole list right there, at least on Untapped. So, wow, 12%. This has got to be the highest of the 666 ABVs, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a four bottle cap rating on that one. Russian Imperial Stout. Man, yeah, here's another one but we don't necessarily know why that one's in 666. Oh, here's a 12.7% ABV, and that's definitely over 4 bottle caps. Sympathy for the Devil.
Yeah.
Sun King Brewery. Where's
Oh, that's in Indiana, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I've been there before. That's kind of a cool brewery. Yeah.
and were you able to buy bottled beer out of there, Mark?
I think you could get growlers out of there.
Mark, please don't encourage Joe's bad behavior. Don't encourage the bad behavior.
Oh. What you fail to mention, Coach, is every building, even though they don't have a 13 on the elevator, there's still 13 floors, right? You got to count up one. There's actual floor.
Go to the elevator and push the button. Where's the 13 in the elevator?
Yeah. I call BS. I call BS on the whole
Look it
BS.
up. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Second floor is the first floor.
It's a meme.
It's a real thing created out of people's irrational fears, is what it is.
Right. What's that? Don't let a black cat cross your path.
Yes.
One just about 50 times today. I'm still here.
I know.
It should be dead by now.
It's not irrational, gentlemen. You guys are crazy.
As a matter of fact, the black
no
cat
13.
goes across the back of him probably once.
Oh, yeah. I'm a dead man. I'm dead man walking, basically.
Well, you will
And
be
for 6
stabbed by
years.
a pencil, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I have a greater chance of getting killed by a pencil
That's right.
in my neck.
Okay, so you stayed at a hotel. Why is there no 13th floor? Tell me
There's
that.
a bunch of idiots that decide what floor numbering to put on the elevator. That's why.
Come on, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Where you
People
are
are
at,
giving into the con.
We call that tempting fate.
we are out of here. We will go out
I make my own fate. Damn it.
some words from
There you
Mo
go.
Iron Mike. Very wise.
I wish one of your guys had children if I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their
It's
test.
like Iron Mike. He makes his own fate.
The pain I had
Mhm.
waking up every day.
Lots of pain, kids. Lots of pain.
Lots of pain. Lots of pain.
Same there.
We'll see you guys, man. Peace
All right.
out. See you next. Oh, wait.
So what are we drinking
We
next
didn't
week?
decide next week, did we?
Oh,
We didn't
no.
decide next week. God Almighty, we were so focused.
Oh, Coach is gone. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You guys want to do a style?
While he's not here,
Yeah.
figure out what style next week.
Do you want to do a style or do you want to do a
Whatever. That's what I'm saying. So region style doesn't matter to me.
because regions were kind of got pretty close. I mean, you do Australia. Australia's probably one of the last ones. Not much from Australia though.
Okay, if we
Uh,
do Australia, then
There's not
we
much.
would have to include New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't New Zealand kind of
Yeah.
is that something we're willing to do?
The
Australia.
only Australian beer I know of is Foster's, and it's brewed in Canada. So
Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't want to
No.
drink Foster's. I used to have access to Cooper's, but I don't know if I do anymore.
yeah.
I haven't
There's
tried
that
it.
other beer. Oh God, what is it? I know I can get it. It comes in a green bottle. That's not saying much, but
That's a
oh
good idea.
God, it's like
good
from
idea.
Tasmania or something like that. Isn't that from?
Oh, I don't know.
It was.
Well,
I've had it. I've had it many years ago when our friend from Australia used to get on,
Yeah.
and it's actually pretty decent. It's sweet. It's a sweet beer, but
I don't know if it's too early, but everyone's getting it fresh right now. We could do an Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest is in the store.
I like that. I like that idea.
Is
I
that
saw-
too early?
I thought you were going to say pumpkin beer, Tom, but I like the Oktoberfest idea.
I'm doing everything I can to avoid stouts and porters because I've got a million of them.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do Oktoberfest then.
There's a ton of them out.
Everybody knows those are my favorite styles. I've got tons of that junk. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy go-to for me, so I'm trying
Yeah.
to like get everyone else's input because I'm like, yeah, stouts.
I want to say stouts and IPA so bad, but it's just so easy.
Yeah.
We already did IPAs, but it's tempting to say, let's do IPAs again.
Yeah.
But I like Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Oktoberfest it is then.
Okay. We
Okay.
got some of those.
We're out. We'll
All right.
see you. Oktoberfest
Later,
next week.
See ya.
See you next week.